Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? If you've been following along or remember in the last video, I told you I would show you a solution to get around one of the biggest deficiencies, deficiencies that this technique has of transplanting your hairs. And that is once you go further back, once you hit a point further back into your scalp, you're unable to see what you're doing because your plane of sight is blocked by your own scalp, the own curvature of your scalp. So in the end, what I came up with was a contraption that wasn't really too safe. So I scratched that plan, but you'll be able to look at it right now, and came up with a simple solution. And it's very painfully simple. And all it is just incorporating a second mirror into the mirror that you're using in front of you, and just looking at the mirror that's going to be laying flat and essentially using that to guide your hand to transplant the hairs that you're trying to get the hairs into your punctures. And I'd like to show you right now. But yeah, let's get to it then. So what I try to do with this equipment, or basically a contraption in the end, was I try to build it where it would be high enough where you can stand in the middle of it and attach mirrors to the side or the front of it, stand inside of this piece of equipment, and then make the punctures. And then because you have the mirrors in the front and the back, you can use those mirrors to guide your hand into those punctures and transplant the hairs. But as you notice, it was pretty shoddy and not very stable, and it just wasn't a workable solution. So in the end, I spent $70 just for nothing, but luckily you don't have to, and lucky you don't have to cause any serious injury to yourselves either. So alright, we're here at the transplant station, I guess you can say. We have the battery powered lights, and like I said before, if you don't want to, you can also use electric powered lights on the tripods. Personally, I think it'd probably be better because you don't have to be recharging them. You don't have to worry about them going out on you at the worst moment. And of course, we have the mirror on top of our old textbooks we don't need anymore. The closest as close as you can get. And like I said before, we have this two-sided mirror, but if you want, you only need one side, and that one side can just be regular perspective, no magnifying or anything like that, just a normal size mirror, just like this. I could actually be even bigger than this. Preferably, that's actually, if you can find one, or if you have one already at your house, you can probably use that one too. So we have the lights, we have the mirror that you're going to be projecting to this little small mirror right here. You're going to be projecting whatever, you're going to be using this mirror to look at what's being shown on this mirror. So we have our little comb. This comb too, if you want, you can use either one. We have our needle that we're going to clean with alcohol. We're going to also have our tweezers and our little batch of alcohol to wipe our tools. And like I always say, it's always preferably better or best to do this process after you've taken a shower, because if you're doing this before you're taking a shower, some of the transplants are gonna fall off. So like I said before, it's always best to do this after you've taken a shower and just let it sit overnight once you're done with the transplants. So let's get to it. And also, before I forget, like I said earlier in this video, it's better if you have your hair as short as possible to do this, because once you get to a certain point in the back of your scalp, even though you're using this second mirror now, it's easier to do this process when you have your hair as short as possible, and then just let it grow out in the coming months. Alright, so we're cleaning the needle. Gonna make the puncture wound. For this one, we're not gonna make it too far back into the scalp, because sometimes for the sake of time, make it easier and faster, we'll just go a little bit forward, someplace that's not too in the front and not too in the back. So I'll just pick this area right here. I hope you can see it. Alright, not too deep. Don't get too crazy. Alright. I think I already lost where I made the puncture noise. I see it. I see it. So now I'm just going to get the donor here from you know where. Alright, I got the donor here and all. Maybe, I think it doesn't really matter if it's too long, but I think it helps if it's not too long. So I'm going to try it. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, reset. Let me adjust the hair on the tweezer. Alright. So it'll be easier. I think I lost the puncture. No, I found it. But sometimes it does get lost. Alright. Reset mentally and let's go again. Let's see. The hairs are blocking, but I think I can get in there. I think so. Maybe if I readjust this, if I readjust the mirror now, I think it's, yeah, now I got it. Sometimes you also have to readjust the top mirror. Readjust, reset. I think I got it in there. Yeah, I got it in there. It's on there. Hope you can see. I'm not too sure how deep it is, but it's not. I'm moving it around, and it's not falling off. It's moving in within the puncture, so it seems like it's not falling off. I'm just gonna tap it in there. But like I said before, with the increase in times you do this, it should get easier to do. But for the sake of this demo, as you see, it is possible with this 2-mirror system where you're focusing this mirror right here, the top one, on your scalp, and you're using this mirror to look at what you're doing, what's being projected on here from this mirror in the front, and that's how you base your puncture and also the hair, and guide the hair that's going to go inside the puncture. So yeah, I think that's it. I think you should get the hang of it. But if I think this video doesn't give you a good idea of how to do this, we'll do another one, and that's no problem. So I hope with that little add-in into the technique, you'll be able to transplant more hairs further back into your scalp with just essentially using another mirror to help guide your hand into the puncture holes. But if you saw in the video, in the clip, you'll see that it was very hard for me to do it myself. So it's gonna need a bit more practice once you get the hang of it. So what I recommend is just working on this area still right here, and then little by little, maybe trying once in a while the hairs in your back, and once you get the hang of it, you'll be getting a better proficiency at it. And with that, you'll be able to, like I said, have a bigger space that you can transplant your hairs and get better results. So with that, I'd leave you, and I hope to see you very soon in the next video. So keep at it, same like I will, because I'll be keeping at it too. So until next time.